Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finding open areas. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on. Turn. He wants to change this route. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Turning it on! The 10! Touchdown Trojans! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and they now lead by 5. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. The origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse. It's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against The linebackers who flow so fast to the football. Really nice play design. A little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Going to take a shot at this DB. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the...
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Floating away. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged.
Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it?
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Keeps looking downfield. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working on the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And some room to work. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Trojans are flying down the field. To throw, it's Fafita. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might be changing the route. to the air on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs at
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on field.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the trained staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
A little screen to the running back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got his man in the middle. Trying to rumble in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Fafita. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They are trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from the senior quarterback. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Oh, he makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Trojan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Back to pass. It's Fafita. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure.
There he goes. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Jordan. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air. It's Fafita. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Thomas.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one up.
Big guy tries to barrel in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruins. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Trojans will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. Got room at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Flores. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. That's caught. It's cooked. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They
trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Now I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying.
Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The give to the left. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
With the catch, it's Jordan. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south. And
look, got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Matthews. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bruins are rolling down the field. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Gets it to him on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them. A 5-point lead here in the fourth. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch it? They look at it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for a man, it's Fafita. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll toss it to the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Just keeps slinging it. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. On the run, it's Thomas. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Flores. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense, quick tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
UCLA 7, USC 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Back to throw. It's Fafita. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got a man. It's Matthews. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage.
Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Touchdown, Bruins! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
When that field shrinks, you've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. With the catch, it's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him, a very productive play and a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The secondary walks up on the line. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The short hands, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't...
There he goes! And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's got an open man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day, and then recently DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strike.
Turning it on. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Bruins! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bruins want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Thomas. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellows, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Makes the catch, it's Cook. Across the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Thomas. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
That makes the score UCLA 41, USC 32.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Fafita. Steps away to find some room. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3. Comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt.
Wide open spaces. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. There he goes. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. There's the pressure. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The sure hands. It's Matthews. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick, QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Iamalayava. Under fire. Past the 30. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bruins have moved it inside the 20. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time.
Split backs here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. That kind of play will get a drive started or help in the field position. They've got it at the 27. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing.
Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Fakes to grab. Past the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Throws a nice completion there for the first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Fafita. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they trim the lead to 1 here in the fourth. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bruins inside the final minute, trying to wind this clock to 0. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season, it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.